Hey guys, and welcome back. We are now looking at factoring by grouping. So this is when you have four terms. So we've already done GCF, X method, and now we're on four terms. This really is our last grouping set of notes, and then we'll be moving on to review so we can test. So next week you will have a test. Okay, so factoring by grouping. First, your steps. So you have four terms. You want to split it into groups of two. So each one should have two terms. And you're going to split this up by putting parentheses, literally just putting parentheses around everything. In between the two terms, you're going to want a plus sign. Find the GCF of each group. Place the GCF out front of each factor. You should end up with matching factors. Those matching factors are going to be one of your final factors, and then whatever GCFs you took out, you're going to put them together into their own factor. So we have 12n cubed plus 4n squared plus 3n plus 1. First step, split it into two groups, like so. So 12n cubed plus 4n squared, parentheses, plus, parentheses, 3n plus 1. Notice that 3n is positive. If there would have been a minus sign, it would have been negative, and we still would have put a plus in the middle. And we'll do a negative one in a minute. So make sure the plus sign stays in between. So that sign right there needs to be there for this to work. So first thing we are going to do, get rid of that, we are going to find our GCF. I'm only going to do one of the factors because the other one, 3n plus 1, I can already see that the only GCF it has is 1 because 3 is prime, 1 is prime. So 12n cubed plus 4n squared. I will find the GCF. They both have n's. They're both even. I know I can take out a 2. However, I know that 4 also goes into 12. So 4 would be my GCF. And then n, 12 has 3 n's. 4 has 2 n's. So I know I can take out at least 2 n's from each one. So 4n squared would be my GCF. And I am going to put that out front. Once I divide out, I am left with 3n plus 1. And then we are bringing down our other plus, or 3n plus 1. And like I said, the GCF of that one is 1. So it's plus 1, parentheses, 3n plus 1. This and this are the same. So we ended up with our matching. That means that in our final factor, one of the factors is going to be 3n plus 1. The other factor is actually, I'm going to take my GCFs, so 4n squared plus 1, and I'm going to put them together in a parenthesis. So 4n squared plus 1, and then times 3n plus 1. And that's my answer. If I were to FOIL out, I would see that this gives me 12n cubed plus 4n squared plus 3n plus 1. And now example 2, so 224az plus 56ac minus 84yz minus 21yc. So again, I want to separate this into two factors with a plus sign in the middle. So make sure there is a plus sign in the middle. And as you see, that minus sign went with 84 because they're best friends, they're going to stay together. So now that I've got that, I am going to find the GCF. On this one, I can actually find the GCF of everything. Oh, I accidentally messed this up. That's fine. So on that second one, I see my GCF is actually negative 21y. The reason why I say negative is because that 84 is negative, and when the first term is negative, typically we take out the negative. So negative 21y. On this side, 56a is my GCF. So I'm going to put my GCFs out front. Here I'm left with 4z plus 1c. Here I have minus 21y, and I'm left with 4y plus 1c. So again, these are the same, so we have a match. So that is for sure. And I wrote that wrong. That should be 4z plus 1c because we took out a y. That was my bad. So, and I think I actually messed it up in the final. So we're going to take our GCFs and write 56a minus 21c. And then 4z, no, I did write it right. 4z plus 1c. And that's it. Okay, so good luck on your test. I wish you all the best.